me how to cook.
Hey, gang, welcome back. We are in the kitchen with our good friend Jordan Smith, chef and owner of Coeur in Ferndale. It's a brand new restaurant. Chef, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Nice. You're going to get started here cooking, but Coeur, tell us about what the name is and all that great stuff. I'm so excited about this bread here.
I know, man, that bread is good looking.
Really quickly, we're getting the croutons started for a panzanella salad, but Coeur came about, the idea was coming back to the Midwest. What's the Midwest? It's the heartland. So Coeur means heart in French.
Nice.
So that's where the whole kind of inspiration for that came from. All we're trying to do is make elevated food in a really casual environment so everybody can feel comfortable having something really good like this.
Yeah, you don't have to, you can feel casual, but you don't have to be eating nachos and wings.
Exactly.
I mean, you can eat that if you want, but you can also have something else.
And you have a pretty interesting story. You're from here, but you've been all over the world, New York, San Francisco, Toronto. I mean, you've been everywhere.
Yeah,
Boston.
I left here in 2007, Boston first, and then I went from there to New York, San Francisco, bounced back and forth a couple times with a little stint in Arizona with the Four Seasons, and then now here we are.
Nice.
15
See,
years
you
later.
like us, don't you?
Very
nice, though.
So basically, this bread for the panzanella, it's day-old bread. That's the whole idea behind the salad. That we make this fresh in-house every day, but this is from yesterday, obviously. Get the croutons nice and crispy so they become like this. Tear them into big pieces, and then what we'll do is we'll add the tomatoes and lemon cucumbers.
Those look gorgeous.
They look like normal cucumbers, and they taste kind of like a slightly more floral version. They have a thicker skin, so you got to peel them.
Really?
Yep. They're actually right here. They look sort of like a lemon, but that's where the idea came from. Right here.
Wait, those are the cucumbers?
These are the cucumbers.
It's a lemon cucumber.
Wow.
Wow.
And,
So just
and
something a little different.
Right here?
That's it, right there.
Wow.
So go ahead and give it a try.
Yeah.
Look at that thing. That's the
What
cucumber.
kind of tomatoes? I struggle with tomatoes.
So these are heirloom tomatoes.
To have a good one. Yeah.
It's the time of year.
Right.
That's really what it is. You should be buying them at the height of summer, like right now. I know you can get tomatoes all year round, but you can definitely taste the difference between a tomato now and a tomato in December, right? So just for this plate, we'll add a little bit of our fromage blanc.
I love tomatoes.
It's a French farmer's cheese that we also make in the restaurant. And we
How are
have
the tomatoes right now? Are you growing them?
I don't know. We did a backyard patio, so it took the garden away.
We've just gone ahead here and plated this up very simply.
What is that on top there? You just put there?
These are radish greens. So baby radish greens. So like before, when a radish sprouts and that little sprout comes up, that's what this would be. So if you let that grow in the ground, it would be a nice little radish.
What a good way
Now,
to make it.
Coeur, not a French restaurant, but French flair.
Yeah, we definitely tend to lean French, but we try to take more of the French philosophy of food, of cooking what's fresh, cooking what's in season, and keeping it very seasonal. So we try to change the menu all the time. We have a tasting menu that we change roughly every other week, but different components on it change in and out all the time.
One of the things I think that's awesome, too, about just the whole food scene in and around the Detroit area, Metro Detroit area, you're a guy that's been all over. What do you make of, like, the landscape of food here when you come back from New York, Toronto, San Francisco,
Night and day from when I left. I mean, I come now and there's a multitude of options. When I left in 2007, there were good restaurants, but there was not nearly as many, and now it seems like there's one that opens up every year.
Great. Yeah, it's
and
awesome.
Hopefully we're one of them. But, you know.
Jordan, so wait, you brought us some wine too. Should we talk about it?
Or? So it's an Alsatian Riesling that goes very well with both of these things.
All right.
You're going to get some citrus notes, some pear, a tiny little hint of licorice on the end. So it's from the region right in the border with Germany and France.
That's nice. It's not a sweet. We always think Riesling's
it's definitely not sweet. It's on the drier side.
Yeah, very good.
So the next thing we're going to go into is a miso glazed charred corn. So we par cook the corn right here, so it's nice and tender, and then brush it with our miso and honey glaze. Before we char it in the oven, but if you have a torch, it's just as much fun. You can have some fun with this.
It's really
That's
tasty.
way more fun.
Yeah, you can definitely have some fun with that. It's a little more fun than a broiler. So get that on a plate.
If you're going to do that at home, do it outside, folks.
Yeah. Season it up with some seasoned salt. That's salt and gochugaru, which is a Korean chili flake. It's a little bit milder than like a traditional roasted chili flake that you've normally got. And then it's garnished with a bit of Napoleon Brevis cheese.
Oh my gosh,
This is a fancy corn.
I know,
Fancy
I
corn
love
on the
it.
cob.
It's really good. I love your flavors. I mean,
thank you.
everything pops in flavor from the cucumber to the tomato to the corn. I ate everything already.
Oh, thank you very much.
Really well done. How do you come up with your combination?
There's a lot of collaboration. We sit there, we talk about it, and
Right.
a lot of times it's what we see at the market, and
Nice.
we'll cook it.
Make it fresh. Good man.
You see the website right there, CoeurFerndale.com, located on 9 Mile, just down the road from us here in Ferndale. Phone number, everything you need to know. Thanks so much. Best of luck with
thank you
this.
very much.
Absolutely.
Thanks
Great
for having me.
job.
Appreciate it.
Unbelievable.
Thanks, Jordan.
Lee